After years of experience, Agent Rivera could sense when something was wrong. He leaned in calmly and asked, "Who do you have in El Salvador?" The passenger hesitated and replied, "Oh, okay." Rivera nodded. "I'm going to check your bag." He slowly unzipped it and scanned the contents. Something strange stood out. He asked, "What is this?" The passenger said, "Yeah, it's Aurelia." Rivera asked again, "And what is Aurelia?" It didn't look right. No labels, just foil and wrapping. Rivera raised an eyebrow. "This is homemade cheese." "Yes, without labels," the passenger replied. Rivera's tone shifted. "I can be very friendly, but the moment I feel something is wrong, I'm all business." He asked clearly, "Do you have any food, packages, or anything for someone else?" The passenger replied, "Just a few things." Rivera pressed further. "Oh, somebody's sending that with you." "Who?" A name came out. Rivera stood up and called out, "Iliano." "Sir, stay over here." Then he picked up a can. He gently pressed his probe inside. A white powder came out. Rivera paused. His expression changed. In his mind, only one word formed: cocaine. Rivera picked up the can again. It was supposed to be a key, Jamaica's national fruit. But the passenger was flying in from Trinidad. Why would he bring ackee here? Rivera poked inside the can again. There was no fruit. Instead, he saw a strange white powder. He whispered to himself, "Oh my gosh." At a different facility, Supervisor Daniels and his team were busy inspecting packages. "We're looking at a lot of stuff," he said, "but finding contraband always comes down to a good search." One officer held up a bottle. "This looks like some kind of chemical," he said. Daniels nodded. "Prep it for testing." The package labels said it was eco-friendly oil, but it didn't feel right. Daniels said, "The good thing about our machines is we can scan it without opening it." After a few seconds, the result came back. Gamma-butyrolactin. It can be turned into GHB, a powerful and illegal drug. "It's used as a day trade drug," he said quietly. Daniels looked away for a second. "I've got a daughter. Stuff like this worries me." They waited. 1.3. Daniels nodded to the team. "Pass the info to Homeland Security. Let them decide what's next." One more dangerous chemical taken off the street. But this was far from over. Adelax Agent Silva questioned a young woman who had just arrived from Italy. He asked, "Where are you coming from?" "Italy," she said. "You usually come around the same time each year." He checked his notes. "You were here on April 28th last year." She nodded. "Yeah, around the same time." "You know anyone here in the U.S.?" Silva asked. "Yes. A friend." "Male or female?" "Female. She's a student." Agent Miller listened from nearby. He said quietly, "Of course." Ella Silva raised an eyebrow. Something wasn't right. Down the line, another young woman avoided eye contact. Agent Miller approached her calmly. "Hi. Are you traveling with anyone else today?" "No. Just me." "What kind of work do you do?" "I'm a travel agent." "Do you have any company ID or a business card?" "Not with me." Miller nodded slowly. "Okay. Come with us, please." They took her into secondary screening. Meanwhile, Agent Rivera returned to the ackee cans. He picked one up. "This should be ackee," he said. "Yellow fruit. Liquid inside." He shook the can. He opened it. Instead of fruit, he saw white powder. Rivera ran a quick test. He looked at the result. Positive for cocaine. Agent Rivera looked at the man calmly. "Sir, are you okay? Are you listening to me?" The man didn't answer clearly. Rivera said, "I understand you might be going through something right now, but we need to focus." He took a breath. "Right now, I'm placing you under arrest for importing narcotics into the United States. You'll have a chance to explain later," he added. "But for now, you are under arrest." They contacted Homeland Security investigators. "If you choose to cooperate," Rivera told him, "that's your decision. But you need to understand how serious this is." Adelax, Agent Silva, and Agent Miller had another case unfolding. They were now reviewing the second woman's phone. "We are allowed to check your phone while you're in inspection," Silva said. Miller asked, "When did you book your trip?" 3 days ago, she replied. "That's sudden," he said. "Most people plan weeks in advance." She nodded nervously. "You're a tour leader?" he asked. "Yes," Miller continued. "You mentioned having friends here." "A male friend." "When did you meet him?" She gave a vague answer. "Lots of it. Plus, customer orders." They kept checking. Her phone had pictures of jewelry. "She seems legit," Miller said. They also checked her passport. She had consistent international travel. "Nothing recent. Nothing suspicious." Miller returned her documents. Thank you, ma'am. You're free to go. At the Homeland Security facility in Miami, Agent Collins addressed his team. We've got about 1.3 kilograms of GBL, he said. These are the bottles, customs in. He pointed to a row of identical containers. But we won't deliver these, he added. They've been swapped with baby oil. In case anything goes wrong. He described the suspect. White male. Late 30s. Very fit. Big guy. He looked at the team seriously. When we go in, be careful. Safety is the priority. He explained the plan. Once he accepts the delivery, we move in. Secure the subject. Search the apartment. Any questions? The room stayed quiet. Gear up. Let's get it done. Meanwhile, back at the CBP facility, Agent Collins sat across from the passenger who brought the key can. He asked calmly, "Can you give me the breakdown of the money?" 5 100s. The man replied. Collins checked the time and recorded everything. He asked, "Did you know what was inside those cans?" "No," said the man. "Did someone ask you to bring them?" "Yes. But I didn't think it was illegal." Collins leaned forward. "And who is he to you?" "He owns a store in Trinidad." "Did he pay you anything to bring this?" "No. Nothing." Collins nodded. "Right now, it's all on you. This is serious," he said. "There's cocaine in your bag, but we both know it doesn't end with you." Agent Collins kept his voice calm but firm. "There are a lot of phone calls going back and forth," he said. "I'm not here to trap you. I'm not here to throw you in jail just to say I caught someone." He leaned in closer. "To be honest, I'm not even interested in you. Maybe you've done this before. Maybe you haven't. I'm not asking you to admit anything. Who gave you this? Who is coming to get it?" He paused. "I just want to know what happened today." The man didn't respond. Collins continued. "If I can get to them, I can stop more of this." He looked him in the eye. "Your guy in Trinidad, he doesn't care about you. You have a chance right now to help yourself. We're giving you that option." Collins asked another question. "That gives us a better shot at the bigger picture. How were you supposed to get these cans to his aunt?" "She was going to meet me at my brother's house," the man replied. "Not at the airport." "Okay," Collins said. "That helps." He stood up and spoke to the team. "He's cooperating. This isn't just about one man carrying drugs. This is about a supply chain. Someone owns that product. Someone expects that money. And someone else is going to show up to collect it." At the inspection area, another passenger stepped forward. Agent Miller asked, "This is your second visa for the United States?" "Yes," she replied. Agent Silva joined in. "Are you a cashier? Or do you sell products? What do you do for work?" She gave a short answer. "Nothing unusual." Then came more questions. "What's your marital status? How did you meet your... What does he do for work? Have you ever used any drugs?" The woman answered honestly. "Yes. I've used marijuana." Agent Watson stepped in. "You signed your application saying you'd follow U.S. law," he told her. "I understand marijuana is legal in some states, like Colorado," he added. "But under federal law, it's still illegal, and we enforce federal law." She showed an email about a visa petition. Agent Silva asked to see her phone. They began checking messages between her and her. That's when things changed. There were photos of cash, photos of drugs, photos of guns. Agent Watson frowned. "There's more going on here than we thought." He called over another officer. "Let's get Homeland Security investigations involved. Her might be smuggling or dealing." They saved the photos and paused the interview. What started as a basic visa check had become something much more serious. Back at the apartment complex, the entry team was ready. Agent Marco gave the final instructions. If the subject leaves the apartment and doesn't have the package in hand, we still take him as he reaches his vehicle. The team moved into position, everyone in the stairwell. Eyes on the 4th level. Then came the update. "He's coming out." Marco watched closely. Black cap, white shirt, dark shorts, headed toward the elevator. As the man approached his vehicle, Marco gave the call. "Go now." Officers moved in quickly. "Stop right there. Hands up, on your stomach." The man went down without a fight. Handcuffs clicked. "Roll him. 1, 2, 3. Sit him up." He was secure. Agent Marco confirmed. "We've made the arrest." Subject accepted the package. "Next step. Search the apartment. Execute the federal search warrant." Marco ordered. Officers entered. "Police. Search warrant." They cleared every room. Then came the K9 unit. "Run the dog," Marco said. They looked for more evidence, more contraband, anything to connect this to a larger network. By the end of the operation, the team had what they needed. One suspect in custody. 1.3 kilos of dangerous chemicals seized, and everyone was safe. Later that night, Agent Collins and his team were back in Jamaica, New York. They had one more address to check. "We've picked a location that works in our favor," Collins said. "This could help us reach the real people behind all of this." They set up a block away. They watched every car, every movement. "We keep everything looking normal," he said. "No pressure. Just like a regular delivery." But nothing happened. A few cars passed. One of them made Collins uneasy. "I don't like that car," he said. "But let's wait." They were expecting a woman, someone on the phone with the source in Trinidad. She was getting directions, but then the phone went silent. "Sometimes you get them," Collins said. "Sometimes you don't." They pulled back to regroup. "It might have been a misunderstanding," he said. "We could be back in an hour." Meanwhile, back at CBP, officers were reviewing another phone. It belonged to a traveler's boyfriend. He had given it to her just 2 months ago. Inside the phone, they found messages about drugs, texts asking about Mali, photos of large amounts of cash and weapons. Agent Kendard questioned the woman. "Have you ever known him to sell anything illegal?" he asked. She shook her head. "The money in those pictures," Kendard continued. "Was it real?" "Probably not," she said. "It's just for show. His friends do it. It's just for snap." "What about the guns?" "Just handguns," she replied. "I assumed they were legal." In the end, Homeland Security decided not to charge her or her boyfriend. But Agent Watson made the final call. She admitted to using marijuana. That alone violates her visa waiver. She was denied entry. After a long flight from Australia, she was sent home the same day. If you found this story interesting, don't forget to like the video, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you never miss new stories from real-life border investigations. Got a thought or reaction? Leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay informed, and stay tuned for more.